Our final inductee this evening is Scott Erwin. Here's more on Scott, who reviewed this from his home in London. Here again is Samantha.
From a young age, Scott realized the rich variety and opportunities Park Hill School District had to offer, and he took advantage of this by exploring many different areas. Scott says his coaches in cross country and baseball always pushed him to succeed, and his teachers and sponsors in history, journalism, debate, and senior executive council were just some of the mentors who helped shape who he is today. In his senior year alone, Scott won Mr. Park Hill, was a National Merit Scholar, and was the valedictorian of Park Hill's class of 2000. Scott then left for the University of Richmond, Virginia, where he majored in political science with a minor in classical civilization. He spent his summers in Washington, D.C., working on Capitol Hill. In the summer of 2003, Scott delayed his senior year at the University of Richmond to work for the Coalition Provisional Authority in Iraq. He was a policy advisor for the Department of Defense, where he played a small role in supporting the Iraq transition to a new government after the fall of Saddam Hussein. While in Iraq, he launched a program to educate Baghdad University students about democracy. 10 months into his time in Iraq, on their way to the program, Scott, 2 Iraqi police officers, and their Iraqi translator were ambushed. Scott suffered 4 gunshot wounds to his arms and abdomen. He recovered at Walter Reed Army Medical Center in Washington, D.C. for nearly a month before he was released at the end of June 2004. He received the Department of Defense Medal of Freedom for his efforts, which is the civilian equivalent of a Purple Heart. Miraculously, Scott returned to the University of Richmond that August to finish classes and graduated summa cum laude in 2005. From there, Scott became a research associate with the Council on Foreign Relations at the United Nations, and in 2006, he earned a Rhodes Scholarship. That scholarship took him to the University of Oxford, where he earned a doctorate in theology in 2010. While there, Scott met his now wife and got a job at a management consulting company, where he advised large companies on workforce planning and led pro bono work to help long-term unemployed individuals return to work. In 2015, Scott started his own technology company called Higher Hand. Higher Hand initially helped people from disadvantaged backgrounds find work with restaurants in London. One of Scott's first clients was a fellow Kansas Citian who runs the finest Kansas City barbecue restaurant in London. Small world. Higher Hand has assisted in finding work for thousands of people and helped hundreds of businesses in multiple cities find staff. During COVID-19, Higher Hand is using its technology to help volunteers deliver meals to vulnerable people, sew masks, and support the vaccine rollout at mass distribution centers. Although Scott still lives across the pond with his wife and 2 young daughters, he stays in touch with family, including his cousin, Sasha Kalis, who is the principal at Renner Elementary. His parents, Bob and Karen, are educators who served as substitute teachers in the district as well.
Scott, because of your compassion for others and dedication to improving the world, we are proud to induct you into the Park Hill Alumni Hall of Fame.
Thank you, everyone who's in the virtual audience. I'm so grateful in some ways that this has gone virtual this year because, as Samantha may have mentioned, I am in London, although my heart is in Kansas City, as you can see from my sweatshirt I'm wearing right now. This has been taping before the game on Sunday, but I know it's going to be a positive outcome. So I'll start with saying go Chiefs. I'll next say that I'm so grateful to everyone in the Park Hill community for all that they've done for me. Education is a family affair, as you saw in the video with both my parents actively involved in education elsewhere and in the Park Hill School District, and my cousin Sasha playing a leadership role now at my old elementary school, Renner. And I'm just aware of the remarkable influence they've had, and more importantly, in this context, the number of teachers, administrators, coaches that are too many to name, have had on me over the years. And all I can say is thank you. All I can say is I'm grateful for all that you've done, and this award and this recognition really is more for you because of the remarkable influence you've had on my life. And with that, I hope to see many of you soon in Kansas City, and wish you all well. Thank you.